we are at the St. Petersburg Boat Show today, against Thumper's will. But we still plan on sailing away one of these days, so I have to come torture myself to see what is available that I can't afford. We do the Tampa RV show tomorrow, but today I wanted to just stop in and see what is available. So let me turn this around for y'all. All right, so we have been looking at catamarans since 2017, and we thought that by 2020 we would have already been sailing away, and that did not happen due to ownership issues. Are you watching the comments? Okay. At our, or actually not ownership issues, but the inability to sell our boat dealership in a timely manner for us to sell away. These are some leopard catamarans. These are a little, well, that's a power cat, which we might actually be interested in because we want to do the Great American Loop also. But for those of y'all that don't know, we've always had YouTube channels. They were just boat related and business related. But we were in boats before we were in an RV. We were in the boat business. And this was kind of always our original plan, because Thump wants to sell the Bahamas for an extended period of time. But after we sold the boat dealership, we were so aggravated with that business that Thumper said if he saw another boat anytime soon, he was going to lose it. So here I am dragging him to a boat show just a year after selling the boat dealership. So that's a boat ownership. You can purchase a yacht, put it into charter, and pay for your yacht within 5 years, which is how most people afford this lifestyle. And it's a good way to make money. You make money while your boat is in charter, and it also works towards paying off the boat, although you will have to do a refit after it comes out of charter. Look at that girl. Holy moly. It's a nice Jeanneau trawler. We will probably end up with something along this line for the Great American Loop, because we can't take a sailboat around the loop because the mast will not fit under all of the bridges. There's another boat, Fractional Boat Club. It's very, very popular. Very popular way to own a yacht. Let's go around and look at this beauty. I could definitely do the Great American Loop in her. Quad 600s. Thumper could even fish. It's a 2-for-1. Hi! Gorgeous boat. This is also absolutely gorgeous, although probably no sleeping quarters. At least have to have sleeping quarters and a full head. So these are what we sold, kind of, not this elaborate or expensive, but this size, and is not what we're looking to buy now. And it is hot as Hades. Just so y'all know, in St. Petersburg, it got hot. There's a fountain, beautiful boat. Oh, look at this little trawler. Oh, I love her. Oh yeah, we looked at this True North earlier. So this would just be a 1-cabin. Yeah, too small. But the lovely Martha, look at that little tug trawler. I need to go on her. You want to hold this?
Well, take them with you.
Well, I got to take my shoes off. Don't let my shoes fall off the dock, guys. All right. Let's go aboard the lovely Martha. Oh, the luxury. Oh my God, it smells so good. There's something about a boat, guys, that just... okay, I should have looked at the price outside. But look at this girl. So you can drive right here from the pilot house. It's just kind of like a pilot house tug. And this is the berth. This is not an aft. This is a bow berth. This would be a little hard to live in, I'm gonna admit. This might be a little small for what we're trying to do. I'll show you the head, if I can get turned around in here. There's your head. This is probably a wet head. I can't get in there, but meaning you shower and poop and shave and all that all in the same. This is a little crew berth, or if you have a kid. And then you would have to go up. Oh, she's beautiful too. To your fly bridge. Ah, this would be perfect. Except for it's too small. But you would come up here and you could do all your cruising, sailing from up here. This is also a good view of downtown St. Petersburg and the boat show. This is a whole different life, guys. I miss this life, but it is very different from what y'all have seen us show you before. But this was our lives before we bought an RV. Hot. It's hot. It's very, very hot. Excuse me. I'll come on board so you can get on board. All right. There's Thump again. Going no, Dina. Oh, I meant to look at the price. Oh, well. I have a feeling it was probably like $495 to $600. All right. Look at Scout. One of my favorite offshore boats. Not a fan of that color. Thump and I have a name for that color, but we're not going to talk about it right now because it's not proper. But I do love a Scout. These little guys. So the Antares 12 is a good option too. So having outboards for the Great Loop. What do you think about having outboards instead of a diesel for the Great Loop?
It's going to be more expensive.
Definitely more expensive.
You can do it faster.
I don't know that you need to do it faster.
Yeah, that's true.
It kind of defeats the purpose. But a beautiful boat, nonetheless. A little hot rod quad 450s. Fancy. That's a Nortec. Fancy paint job. You don't usually see that unless it's a what we like to call a Miami boat. Never seen AeroCat before. It has two 400s separated by the transom. Seen a lot of outboards on boats that normally don't have. I mean, not this. The CV's always had outboards. Quad 400s, the huge tuna tower. Regulator with twin 425s. It's a great motor. Beautiful boat. Regulators are awesome. And here's one with trips. This is the XTOs. So we sold boats this big, but not this expensive or fancy. We sold Sea Fox and Tidewaters, which were a quarter of the price of these. This is probably up to $1 million. 800 million. You think 800 for a regulator with twin or trip 420? Ah, yes, I was very close.
But I don't know.
So I know that seems like a lot of money. It is a lot of money. Usually what happens is, let me get away. Usually what happens is 3 or 4 friends go in together, the purchase of that, or it's actually anything over 26 feet can go in as its own LLC or business, and then it can be put into charter as well. Yeah, it's crazy. As you know. Sorry.
Wow, that'd be nice. There's a lot of fuel mileage without more.
Now let's walk on. Is it okay to go aboard? Awesome, thank you. Find out the information why they're doing outboards instead of inboards.
Easier to work on.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the... See, we want to do the Great American Loop, and this is the first time that we've seen a lot of outboards on regular, like what used to be.
Easier to maintenance.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Excuse me. So I love yacht cabinetry. This is what I always look for on an RV because this is what I've come to expect from an interior. With space planning, and in an RV you just don't get that. So that's why when y'all would see us do RV walkthroughs, I literally hated every interior because this is what I expected. They really should take some notes from yacht builders on how to do space management. Love these little locking. Oh, that's like turbo. Maybe not, I don't know. I might not know what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's your head. It is separated, at least. That's your wet shower, but it is separated from your toilet, which is nice. What do we have back here? Just a towel hanging. All right. Another head with a full shower, so 2. Nice. Yeah, I'm just trying to sneak in these little tiny berths. Okay. That's it? That's all there is? Oh, no, you're fine. I'm live, so people are used to watching people go by. So it does have just a little bit of a walk around. So if you're needing to tie up at the dock frequently, which we would be doing in the Great Loop, we would just be going from marina to marina, you would want access on the side to be able to quickly tie up. Does have some nice sunning pads, which y'all know that I don't do. I'm ghostly white and I wear long sleeves all the time, even when on a boat. All right, this side's a little different. There's nothing to hold on to. I hate when they do that. I guess I can hold on underneath. They'll be like, lady, you're not supposed to do this on this side. And I'm going to be like, yes, I know. I know I'm not. Especially live. I had to go all the way around and now I'm stuck. I'm literally stuck. My purse and my hand. Okay, I made it all the way around. It's beautiful. But a little too small, I think, for what we're looking for. All right. That's beautiful. Oh, nobody ran off with my ugly Vans. What a shame. All right. Let's see. Let's look at Thumper while I'm trying to put my shoes back on, guys. It is hot. Somebody told me it was supposed to be cold. I dressed for cold. Let me turn you around. I'm sweating. Like, oh. Jesus, I can't get my shoes back on. All right, so what do y'all think? I'm tired of RVing. I mean, not really, but I'd much rather go around either the Great American Loop or cross over to the Bahamas for a little while. I mean, we did 25 states since July in the RE. I think I need a break. I don't think Thumper agrees with me.
Well, yeah, no, it's good to hear. I've been in the boat business for
All right, let's see what else. Y'all don't want to look at me. Hold on. All right, Galati Yachts. Did I tell y'all about Galati Yachts already? Ooh, she's pretty. I mean, it's like squirrel for me. Okay, so after I shimmied off the side of that boat, my butt is wet. Look at all of the outboards. It is so bizarre. Look at this Chris Craft. Oh, that's beautiful. So there's, with the matched. We love Mercuries, by the way. They are the quietest motor on the market for outboards. Absolutely prefer them. All right, so I used to call these the Miami boats. I'm not really into those. These are kind of out of our price range by about $2 million. Once again, most of these are charter boats owned by corporations that either charter them out or need to take a loss. And their companies need to take a loss, so they purchase yachts and have to pay for a crew to crew them. And so sometimes businesses need a loss, and sometimes they need a way to pay for their toy. Gunsmoke is beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful boat. And this Viking has always been a bit big consideration for us, but we can't really afford it. We would have to get one that is quite old and do a refit. Hey, Riding on Threes. I can barely see the comments. Once again, I'm blind. We're just going around the St. Pete Boat Show. I came to look at some catamarans and some trawlers. Not a lot here. Just one catamaran that we have been interested in and should have bought 5 years ago. Now it's $200,000 more than it was then. But we stopped by and saw some of our friends from the industry, people that used to work for us. And we're just going to spend the day here in St. Pete. I lost Thumper. As you can see, the beautiful St. Pete skyline with all of the masts in the back. Yes, we are in sunny short weather, and I'm wearing, look at this. This is ridiculous. Hold on. I have a puffer jacket on with a sweatshirt. Because when I woke up, it was 38 degrees. Now it's 60 something and I'm sweating. I need to get away from the music and find Thumper again. This is unlike a motorcycle event where it every guy looks exactly the same. Thumper sticks out like a sore thumb here. So usually I can spot him pretty quickly. But he started talking to someone, and then I haven't been able to find him since. Let me turn this around. Let's go find him. Back by Galata Yachts. You can pick this one up for a small 1.289. It's actually a really good price. I didn't look at the year though. All right. So these fold down, actually. I don't know how many of y'all know the boat world, so I'm just going to explain like you don't. Those sides fold up and down. I mean, if you're in the Bahamas or you're in the Caribbean or whatever, and you're just out for daytime, something or other, it's not my preferred. We prefer to fish, so we prefer to have a fly bridge and a transom that you can fish off of. Look at this girl. Oh, this thing. Hold on. Now it's stuck in slow mode. That big girl right there. That's what I'm talking about. So, Thumper is infinitely lost. Or that poor kid is still listening to Thumper blabber on. Which one do y'all think it is? Hey, I'm right here. Thump. I'll see what I mean, like he sticks out like a sore thumb. What, are you following the comments? Okay, good. All right. Ask them what they want to see. Big boats, fishing boats.
Well, Ken says he sees lots of Mercuries on the boats.
Yes. We love Mercuries. They are the best. Goodness. Let's see if we can find...
Everybody's complaining that it's snowing wherever they're at. And it's 77 degrees here.
Yeah, it's so hot, like, for what I have on. Sorry, guys. It's Florida. We have bipolar weather, so tomorrow it's going to be 40 and windy. So we're in a constant state between feeling like we've got a cold and being cold. All right, where?
Bill says he wants to see snow removal equipment. They don't sell that here in Florida.
No. Should we go on generally speaking?
No.
Y'all want, no. Well, that's not the point of doing the live. Did you see me get stuck going around the outside of that little trawler? Like I went around one side and then the other side didn't have a handle. So I had to shimmy and hold on to the hard top, and then my purse got stuck, and then I stepped on my pant leg, and nobody witnessed it except for probably guys on the other side of the dock laughing their ass off at me. I'm like, this is how you do it. And I get stuck. Oh, we gotta get away from this music. That is amazing. Oh my gosh. The maintenance on that boat, y'all don't understand. Y'all think Harleys need a lot of maintenance? Harleys are like easy peasy. All that bright work on that boat that you constantly have to oil or sand or revarnish. Ugh, there's no way to explain. Hell, I'm gonna go down there to Solace. This is a beautiful boat as well. Tiara Yachts. Not exactly our speed, but this is more along. We sold a competitive brand to this one. Cobia is about the same as a Tidewater or a Sea Fox. Look at those beautiful 450s. Look how massive they are. 5.6 liter. Isn't that amazing? I guess I should actually show it to you. And then Trip 300s over here. Oh, look at this guy. So there's the Solace. Oh, you're not looking at anything again. Twin 600 V12s. I want y'all to look at the size of those motors. Like, I can't even... Here, hold on. I don't know if you have perspective, so... There's my shoe. That gives you perspective of the size of that motor. Now,
Yeah, it doesn't turn.
what doesn't turn?
The 600s do
Yeah,
not turn.
here, hold that for a second. I gotta put my shoe back on. So, yeah, show them the motor, not me and my shoe.
You got feet fetish?
You better pay. Better send a super chat if you have a foot fetish. No free foot shots. Now all these guys here think that I have an OnlyFans page for feet. I am gonna have to take this thingy off. I'm dying of it, honestly. I have to dry clean it the first day out.
Solace is made by Doherty. Doherty has made, originally the family was in Boston Whaler. Then he went from Boston Whaler to Edgewater.
Everglades.
Nope, from Edgewater to Everglades. From Everglades now to Solace. He builds them up, builds them badass, then sells the company. And yes. Yeah. So he builds them up, he builds the company strong, makes lots of money, and then turns over and sells them to another boat manufacturing company, and then waits out his non-compete and opens another company. But the man makes tremendous boats.
No, it's making me take it back. So, like I was saying, y'all think that keeping Harleys maintained and on the road is expensive. It's literally, it's pennies compared to this. Pennies. I mean, we're talking, what are these? Which model?
600s.
Those are the 600s. Those are what, $55,000 a piece?
Closer to 70.
Yeah, maybe closer to 70. And to service one motor is probably about $2,500 just to do a service. And that's probably your first service. Like once you get up to your 1,000, which I don't know if anybody actually ever makes it up to the 1,000-hour service. That's kind of always been the joke. But if they're using them on this larger to go...
It's every 100 hours.
Yeah, I know, but there's a final 1,000 that we used to charge a lot extra for because there was more to be done. Yeah, the flywheel. So, but we used to always say no one will ever get to their 1,000-mile service, 1,000-hour.
Our boats, yes.
But
because
on
our
these
boats are party play boats.
Right, but they're taking these around the loop and crossings with them. They're getting some hours in them.
These big offshore boats, they go out there and they stay running while they're out there.
Yeah.
They go out there all day. They get 1,000 hours in 4 or 5 months.
So this Wellcraft is my least favorite boat maker. Like we can't, they just need to rebrand. I mean, they're great boats, but the branding is so old-fashioned looking. We feel like they could pick up a whole generation of boaters if they would just change their branding. All right, there's the Salvador Dali Museum. If y'all have not been to that, I highly recommend it. Look at these little skiffs. Are these beaver tails? What are these? Yeah, Beavertail skiff. So this used to be one of my favorite little skiffs. This is kind of fishing that I actually prefer, doing a little inshore, right at the inlet kind of fishing. I do love offshore fishing as well. It's just a lot more expensive. So, and you never know what you're going to get yourself into. It's an interesting color, Exuma. Do you like the colors? This is big water, almost like a lobster front end, lobster boat, like a northern offshore. Look at the thump. Thump. It's almost like what we would call the what lobster boats, like the high water as you're going in and out of like the Boston area, like that. I don't know, it's not a normal Florida boat. I mean, I guess if you were going in and out of Boca every day, it'd be nice.
That looks like is the boats we sold for that guy for a little while.
Yeah.
That he couldn't get motors.
Oh yeah.
That hull
Some
was
little
identical to
Makos.
it.
So Shearwaters and Blackwoods are what we started out with. We only sold those brands exclusively. It's the same maker, and we still absolutely love these boats. They're gorgeous. They will always have my heart because they were like the first boat brand. They were our original. Hey.
So show them this right here.
I
So
don't know that they can. Hold on. I'm having problems with this.
your affordable monthly payment
Yeah,
for
because
240 months.
that's what makes boats affordable.
So 20 years.
Yeah,
You're
you-
paying $11.33 a month for.
Right. So that's how people afford them, is that you finance them out 20 years. You know you're never going to keep it for 20 years. So when Thumper says it's just a payment, that's where that comes from. I know that sounds really snotty to some people. Oh, it's just a payment. Oh, well, if you can't afford the payment, then, but it really is just a payment because you're never going to keep a boat for 20 years. So if you can afford to make the monthly payment for the time that you're going to own it and it's affordable to you, then you buy it.
And that's with everything.
Yeah.
That's with the RV. That's with the motorcycles. That's with, unless you're buying it outright or you're planning on that's your end game, that's what you're dying with, then, then worry about the
cost.
and the, maintenance and all of that. But if it's just what you've got right then, you're going to upgrade or you're going to change it.
Yeah.
It's just a payment. Go with whatever the max payment you can afford.
Creval is nice. But...
Get as much as you can with
So-
the max payment.
Right. And now I just forgot what I was going to say. Oh, most people in like this style of boat right here, the smaller offshore boat, this is a 2 to 3 year boat. Most people trade up within a 2 year period. They would hardly ever keep a boat for more than 2 years before they're trading to a different one. We wanted this brand really bad. It's a nice boat. What?
$94,000.
Yeah.
So your payment on that's going to be about $2,011.
Yeah. So look at that. So some of y'all know that I am also a BMW fan. I used to work for not only the automobile side of it, but Motorrad. I loathe those front ends. They say that they grow on you. That is never going to grow on me. I'm sorry. That is hideous. I can't. Is it electric? Is that what you're saying? I think, yeah, it is. It's the XI. This is their electric. I can't. What are y'all's thoughts? 1, on that grill. 2, on an electric anything, but especially a BMW.
They go kaboom.
They go kind of explosive combustion. No, I can't do it. I know, it is awful looking, isn't it? Well, here's the M, which has always been, I've had 2 M3s before. Is it? Is it electric? I don't know that this one's electric. I don't think this one's electric. Is it? It says it's electric? Ugh, the world, there's oh. Boo. Oh well, I guess it's where the world's going. Oh, and if y'all, the thing's down again. If y'all don't know, if you have a yacht, and when I say yacht, that sounds so snotty. Anything over 26 feet is considered a yacht. If you have a yacht, you need a car, and that's what your car looks like. You get a little rubber dinghy, and then you constantly search for a dinghy dock that will allow you to park at it, and then you have to worry about whether your little outboard motor is there when you get back, because they usually get stolen. This is a beautiful boat too. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, Thump's gonna get a center consoles only hat. I know he is. You're not? We don't need any more hats? We got like 20,000 hats. Yeah, well, then why didn't you get it?
I like their
Wait.
Instagram page.
Yeah, their Instagram page and their YouTube channel used to be like, oh, it was amazing. I don't know if they started going into like real estate for people with yachts, so I don't know if it's still the same. Thump, you need some Ola guys. He's been wearing his, oh, he doesn't even have them on. Who goes to a boat show and doesn't, I almost said.
I got a jacked up back, man. I'm not wearing flip-flops walking.
Oh, goodness.
I'm walking around with a
So here's
shocker on.
Here's Tidewater, which is the brand, one of the brands we used to sell besides Sea Fox, is the dark blue boat. We'll check it out because I haven't seen this year's. It's a good color with the black. I like that. It's a beautiful color. So let's see. Boat only, easy financing. Wow, they're giving it away, but it's only a 23-footer. It's a good price. Things have definitely changed since our COVID days.
Nice flare on that.
We were getting premium prices during COVID. Now everything's come back down to normal. So this was one of our best sellers. I think this is a 32, maybe a 27. Maybe this is the 36, 38. Wow, look at the tuna door. Wow, still great price. Look at all the electronics. Triple Simrads, a repeater in the back. Trip 400s, definitely getting you home. Don't have to worry about getting out there and not getting back. Prices have definitely come down from COVID prices. Still, that's a great color. I like how they color match the T-top underside too with the blue.
He's that.
Look at the.
Cathedral. What is that school he went to? Jupiter Boats.
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Cadell.
Cadet. Oh, Citadel. Yeah. No, he didn't. Did he? No, he didn't go to the Citadel. Yeah, maybe. I can't remember between him or 38. We never had the 38 in, did we? They were still trying to get it built. Right? We had a 32 and a 36 was the last two that we had. But they only wanted 6 boat shows, 686 I think for the 38. Go look.
686
Go look, I
for
swear.
the 38.
Yeah. Yeah. They're taking $128,000 I think it was off of MSRP. Yeah.
MSRP is only 7. That competes with Sea Fox's 36.
Yeah.
It's the same price.
Yeah.
And you get 2 more foot and more solid hull.
Yes, for sure. So we're down into the lower price point boats now. Here, that's probably like 45,000, but it's got a Suzuki on the back. Somebody wanted it. It's got a sold sticker, which means nothing because they could just put their own sticker on there. Make you think that. That's a game. This is a
Party bars. Somebody saw the pontoon, I guess.
Oh yeah, they're horrible. Those are horrible. Don't buy one of those. I mean, you can buy a pontoon, but that's not the one.
Oh, never buy the
Yeah, it's a cute little skiff.
Or the sun dance.
Yeah.
Sun something. Sun seeker.
And they are able to bring down their prices a lot on these boats because of them having Suzukis on them.
Even Sweetwater, I wouldn't buy. Oh, but these are them spiders.
Yeah.
There.
There's you a little better of a party barge.
That's a Godfrey. That's a Sweetwater. You don't want that either.
Yeah, but at least it doesn't have those yellowy plastic. There's some privately owned.
Nope,
Oh, no,
that's
it's still
all
part of it. They're still privately owned because the Seawind was.
They're all privately owned.
He had an editing desk down
Yeah.
below on this galley down on the starboard side.
Yeah, so owner like that.
It was the owner. Yeah, it is. Yeah. It's probably it. But I don't. They don't have a YouTube or anything. Grace, I've never heard of it. Look at the beam difference between that lagoon and the monohull. So, and I should have taken y'all in the monohull because they're actually very spacious because so much of it is down in the water. But where in a catamaran, you're all up above the water for the most part. But the beam on the catamarans compared to the monohulls is why we want a catamaran. And I don't know that Thumper's too amused by being on the lean. So in a catamaran, you don't really have any of that. You do have some hull slap that comes up in between the two hulls, or the two, whatever, hulls, yeah. But see how high the, what is it called? No, I can't think of it. The side of it. There's a something board. Yeah. So that's one of the things that makes the lagoon really nice, is it does have a really high one versus the sea wind is a little lower into the water. Your trampoline.
Is a lot faster of a boat.
Yeah.
And the lagoon is an island hopper.
Right. That's what they use a lot in charters, and they really get beat up a lot.
And that's not a lagoon.
It is a lagoon. It is a lagoon.
I thought that was the
No, the leopards.
leopards over there.
Yeah. So I've seen 4 more yacht ownership programs other than the moorings while I was here.
But they're all the same.
Yeah.
On the boat.
Fractional boat ownership. Yeah. Here's Contender. You can't buy a better boat than a Contender. We'll just go ahead and say that right now. There's not another fishing boat, offshore boat, better than a Contender. They're actually, what, a year ago, I mean, I guess maybe,
There is a better boat.
like what, Everglades?
No.
What would
Not
you say
than
is a better?
Contender. Contenders are great offshore fishing boats. They came into the scene and the sport fishing scene because they were faster. You could still do the same fishing, and you didn't have to run a big Viking or
Right.
sport fish.
But they're very pared down. There's nothing inside of them. Like it is
Yeah.
what we call a fishy boat. You're not taking your girlfriend or your wife or the kids.
Oh yeah, you are, because
I'm-
that name says that
Maybe,
you're a badass.
but they're not going to be comfortable at all.
Yeah, it's not very well. They've changed a lot. They've added a lot of plush to them.
These Viagos look nice for a pontoon. So there's some pontoons out there with 400s on them, 350 and
That's got a
400s on
300
them.
on it.
Yeah, look, it's a Suzuki, but this thing will pull the front end up. Like it's insane to have a pontoon with that much horsepower on it. Like you better,
Grandpa's pontoon no more.
yeah.
15 miles an hour. It's 50, 60 miles an hour. And on a pontoon, can become very sketchy very quick.
Yeah. It's a little lobster boat over there at the yacht club. Oh my gosh, I'm tired and I'm kind of hot. I know that makes all of y'all
Hello, Ray.
upset. Hey Ray, hey everybody.
Like I need the sunshine.
But it's hot. And so this is one of the one and only shows that doesn't have influencer and YouTuber area. So like if you were to go to Miami or Fort Lauderdale or maybe even West Palm show, definitely Annapolis, there's a huge influencer tent, which the RV show does have. Huge influencer tent, and like Sailing the Vagabond, Delos, all the big YouTubers with millions and millions of followers have lines that are of like a 3-hour queue just to do a meet and greet with them.
3 hours.
3-hour tour. So this show is very calm and quiet. There's not too many people that sail this direction. St. Pete being on the West Coast, it's not a route that most people sail. So there's just not a lot here. Yeah, so they don't show up to this one unless they're already kind of over here.
And they're leaving Texas, Louisiana.
Right, which hardly anybody goes that route.
Coming out the loop.
Yeah, they're just really
Well, a lot of them do it, but they
Not
don't
sail-
stop
not
in
sailboats.
St. Pete. They
Right,
head
right.
to Key West, and then from
right.
there
They would just keep
cross
going.
over.
But at Miami, it is like they bring catamarans over all the way from Africa. Like that
Maverick.
one Maverick sailed all the way from Africa just to be in the Miami boat show. Like they
They
spend,
probably sold 6 or 7 of them.
yeah, because we almost bought one because back then the price was only $400,000, which back then we thought was a tremendous amount of money, and now it's nothing. Like for a boat like that, it's just absolutely
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, now
That same boat is probably $1
million,
million now.
1.2.
So just in 7 years, how much things change is unbelievable. I'm gonna be copyrighted for that music. Oh, look at the little J. Hold on, the racer. Look at that little guy. Oh, look, so there's a whole yacht club. So this is the little day sailor yacht racers. These are a lot of fun. We had them in Melbourne. They go out in the river and just do figure eights racing. A lot of fun.
Yacht Club.
The last time we did it,
J12s and J14s.
yeah, the last time we did it in Melbourne, Thumper dropped the spinnaker. And our captain wasn't very happy about it. So we were never invited back. Plug to the owner of Intracoastal Brewing in Melbourne. Look, I'm gonna turn you around again. Every one of these. Look, these are tri-tunes, but still 200, 250, 300, 300. $128,000 with a 300 on it.
108,300.
Yep.
139. That has a bar in it.
Yeah. So, all right. No worries. We are headed out, and you can't see me. You can only see them. Oh, I'm gonna get hit for Roxanne. Can we? Oh, exit this way. All right, guys. I'm gonna sign. Oh no, the song's going away. And I guess I could just do the copyright close thing. Oh, gosh. I will say that that's the quickest boat show I've ever done. Of course, I'm usually,
Take care.
thank you, you too. Usually I'm cold. I'll have to edit that one out too. Usually I'm working them, so to actually get to walk through and not worry about how I just paid for a $50,000 to $80,000 booth space is nice. It's nice to get to walk through and not have to worry about it. But let me show y'all St. Pete. We'll go into the harbor area. I don't know how many of y'all have been to St. Pete. Thank you. This is it's a weird little place. Woo. I only say that because it has all these high rises and you think that it's like a big city, but it's really not. It's all of those high rises are just condos that old people own. It does have kind of a bar scene, but it's always disappointing. And we can never really find a place we want to eat. So it's just, it's a weird place. It's just it's old. It has some historic buildings still left, but they're tearing a bunch of them down and building all these weird high-rise buildings that are luxury living. We are not staying in a luxury anything. We're staying in a hotel that was literally built in like 1928. It does not have heat. I was just informed of that by Thumper this morning. I did not see that in the listing. And it's supposed to be like 38 degrees tomorrow. And they're like, oh, we don't have heat in your hotel. I'm like, what? Yeah, so I think it's this one, overlooks Janus Live, which is the concert venue that Monkey and Tom and Satan's Child and we all went to the other night. And so that doesn't look like it from this angle. It might be a different one. But like it overlooks the atrium of Janus Live. So you get free concerts every night, whether you want them or not. It's a beautiful marina. This is the yacht club. We tried to park in their parking garage last night. That didn't work out well for us. Doing like a POV city walk. I watch those like constantly on YouTube. Thumper's so amused. I watch all the POV walking channels of like New York and everywhere. The guy just walks. sometimes doesn't even talk, which is probably what y'all would prefer. But since y'all are all freezing, I'm not trying to brag, but I'm just trying to show y'all, if y'all move to Florida, this is what it looks like. And then tomorrow I'll go live at the RV show, and we'll all have 30 coats on and some UGG boots and be freezing to death and our teeth be chattering, because that's Florida. Yeah, Florida retiree living at its finest. Okay, that's the one. That one right there is the one that looks over Janice. You're fine, go ahead.
Are you vlogging?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Do you have a website?
Yeah, I do.
Who are you?
It's Mr. and Mrs. Thumper.
Mr. and Mrs. Thumper. That's easy to remember.
Yeah, check us out. So yeah, that's the building right there that overlooks the courtyard of Janice Live, which is the concert venue. That if you pay $2,200 a month or $2,500 a month for a studio, it comes with free live concerts every night of the week, whether you like the artist or not. But $2,200 is a really flipping good price for Florida. I don't even care if it's a studio, because studios in Orlando are $2,200 a month. Look, it has palm trees on the top of it. All right, so which way? We'll walk up this way. I think Second is the Second Avenue, First Avenue North, right?
No.
First Avenue Central is back that way, so this is to be First Avenue South. All of these have Christmas lights in them, so at night it's really pretty. And then like that whole section over there is like all new. I would say probably in the last 10 years they built all that crap. I hate it when they rip down the historic stuff and build like, I don't know. They're just big complexes, and they have all these little restaurants and stuff in them. That one has a rooftop bar. But I guarantee you what was there before, the historic buildings that were there before, were better than what is there now. There's the other side of the yacht club, which we are not bougie enough to go into. I know y'all think we are super bougie. They would not even let us walk through the door, I guarantee you. They would take one look at us and say, no, you don't belong. They wouldn't even let us park in their parking garage. So, bougie is relative. So this is like this is actually, well, I don't know about the Hampton Inn side of it, but just past that is your real historic St. Petersburg. And then you can see where they've just kind of like, oh, we'll just tear it all down and build new.
See the mystery machine?
No, where?
Right there.
Oh, how cute, look. It's like a little delivery truck. How adorable. See, yeah, look. Mercedes, Range Rover. We're not even allowed to like walk over there on the sidewalk. Porsche. I think the only place more bougie than this in Florida is Boca or Clearwater.
Sarasota,
Yeah.
Island. I can name it down.
But I mean, like, in this small little grid, like, historic. Well, there's not much left of the historic part of it. This is a very boring street. I should have gone up Central, right?
Central's over.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
That
We're
way.
on. No, because our hotel is right there and it's on Central. Y'all don't let Thumper mislead y'all. He always thinks he's right with his directions, but my degree is in urban planning and I memorize maps in my head, like visually. He's
Lost in a wet paper sack.
Nope, he's had us in the wrong street multiple times today. And I'm like, nope, that's not where it's at. All right, I don't know what you're doing, so I'm not walking behind you. And then Thumper just walks right behind him. So let's see what we got here. High rise, high rise. If you need to retire to Florida, this is what you're gonna live in. Hold on, let me see if I can get you all the way up. I mean, if you retire well. If you're moving from New York and you have something to sell, move to Florida. You can live in luxury accommodations that pulls your car around for you and picks up your laundry in a valet bag. All right, so I'll keep doing a little POV walking tour. We'll go up Central, which is all of the bars. So the other interesting thing about St. Pete is that all of their bars are like, here's one. All their bars are just walk up to a window. They're closed right now, obviously, but you just walk up to a window on the street and grab your drink and, hey, pedestrians have the right of way, thank you. See, if I was in New York City, they would have honked their horn and ran over me. And I would have given them my, your number one signal. This is a museum with a parking garage on top. We like to do that here in Florida too. Land is expensive and air rights are too. All right, get past this boring part right here. And then we'll hit the bar scene. So, Monkey and Tom and Satan's Child and Thumper and I'm out of breath, guys. Whew. We ate here the other night at Oak and Stone, had some pizza. That pizza, on top of all the bourbon that I drank all night long, made me feel like I was 80 years old. Pizza does not set well on top of bourbon when you're 50. In case y'all didn't know that already. So, kind of newer. A lot of like 80s and 90s development. Old historic St. Pete. Minus that building, which is the free concert building with the Purchase. Thumper is way back there. Look at this. There's Thumper. Out of breath. This is a lot of exercise. Didn't realize how out of breath I get just from walking. All right, come on, Thump. Taking your time. Oh yeah, I forgot. Thumper's got back problems. He's got a little zapper machine on him. Let's see. I like walking on reds. Let's go. I mean, if the Mercedes hits us, then we're good.
And it's maxed out.
What's maxed out? Oh, your machine. He's got an electronic zapper machine on him. So this is where we get into the whole. I'm gonna probably have to mute this, which y'all probably won't mind. But every one of these bars is gonna have music. So I'm just gonna mute it. Okay, we'll see how this works. Look at this this is bizarre. So Art Deco, right? Streamlined modern, actually. Then historic building above that, like kind of New Orleans style. Weird combo. strange things happen in historic districts. This is a super bougie little bar. Oh look, hey, monkey, there's y'all were gonna put me in that bird cage the other night. I'm glad that didn't happen. We've eaten at this place, no, not that place. We've eaten at all of these places. But look, okay, bar window, walk-up bar, seating over here, tattoos and piercings upstairs, walk-up bar. We have eaten in this one twice now, had some really bad bourbon. And then there is a cigar bar up here that we had really good bourbon in. Here's another little walk-up bar.
Up a little way.
Yikes. Yep, some of them aren't open yet. Poor Judgment. It's a cute name. Here's the cigar bar. Very good old fashions. Hello, gentlemen. All right, and then more high-rise condos. Bad choices were made in the late 50s, early 60s, maybe 70s by the looks of the windows. Bad time for architecture. Really bad time. Is it great? I think we should just go. Yep. I usually don't pay attention to crosswalks. I just go. I just follow the crowd. There's some brutalist architecture. Quasi-brutalist. I know y'all don't care what I'm saying. Probably should just mute myself again. This isn't Dina's architectural tour. That is on a different channel. Actually, my favorite point of view walker and tour guide and historian is actually here in St. Pete. I was supposed to go to his show tomorrow night, and I'm not going to be able to go because we've got to go back and get the rig and head to the Keys. So I'm really upset. Tom NYC is his name, if y'all probably don't, but care anything about guys that walk through cities like this. This building is absolutely crazy because it looks like this from this end. I'll show you the picture when we get up to the sales office, and you're gonna be like, what in the heck happens in Florida? Well, you want to know why we don't have any affordable housing? Because developers would rather develop luxury housing because it pays better for them to do that. Of course, look at this, gorgeous. It's Art Deco with a little Moroccan. It is a whole fusion of stuff that I can't focus on. Beautiful historic building down there. There's my husband.
Okay, good.
All right, I just want to show y'all the sales center. Ooh, look at the GS. Hi, friend. Motorcycles are not, you don't see a lot of them here. We're walking. It's like taking your life into your own hands. Like, all right, so see how it changes? Oh, and I don't know if y'all know about, I don't know, some of y'all might if you're from up north. Do y'all know what the lights, the glass squares on the ground are for? So, I think they're sales offices. It's right up here. Can you imagine having to listen to that? Oh my God. All day long working over here. Okay, where's the sales office at? Did I pass it already? Okay. This is not it either. Where was this place? Here we go. No, still not it. Ah. Okay. This is luxury scale living in the sky. And I just got dropped off. So, I don't know if y'all can see. That's the must to live at the residence. 400 Central. We are becoming even more bougie. Huh? What looks like what?
That dude that
Uh-huh.
just walked by looked like powder.
Oh. So yeah, that's nothing new for like the Miami area, but St. Pete has never been quite. It was all just these little kind of like low and mid-rise buildings. Maybe the last, you could see the progression of like the 70s and 80s and then boom.
I'm
Maybe.
getting hungry.
Thumper's hungry. We're back to the same conundrum. We can never find food here that we like in this great town of St. Petersburg. Tell her to read the comments. I can't read the comments, man. Just the one that's up currently on my screen, and then it disappears. What am I supposed to read? That's ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, if I was a millionaire and wanted to live in a high-rise luxury apartment, maybe.
I wouldn't.
I still wouldn't. I'd rather live on a boat or in an RV any day than be in a high-rise apartment. They do pick up your laundry for you, and they do bring your car around for you.
And they take your trash from your front door.
Yep.
Yeah, big deal.
All right, what was I supposed to read?
I don't know.
You couldn't find
Somebody
it in the
lives in
comments?
Fort Lauderdale. There's glass on the road. I don't know.
Oh, the glass. Okay, yeah. So I was asking if anybody knew what the glass,
Oh, on the concrete.
in the concrete was. Yeah. So
It's called lighting
Right.
for the basement and cellars.
okay, so back before lighting, because this is historic. So before electricity, that is what illuminated or brought light into the basement or natural light into the
Cellar.
underneath areas. We don't really have.
Cellars or basements. but
Yeah, there are areas. I don't know that there's any tunnels or not. There might be, but yeah, anybody that's from up north or any historic town, New York City, New Jersey, that they know what those are. But there's not a lot of those in Florida because of our water level. We don't usually have a lot of buildings that have enough room for underground anything. So, Thump wants to find food, and I'm way too close to the camera. And that is not something that we find easily done in this city because it all wants to be like that quasi bougie like cuisine. And I'm kind of a macaroni and cheese and chicken nuggets kind of girl. And he's kind of like a steak and steak kind of guy. No sides. So, Bruce Chris, the steakhouse, that's probably, or back to Ford's Garage because everything else is like this. Look. Dang it. I can't turn it. The concrete jungle where you get these weird little dishes that are like you can't even identify what the thing is they put on your plate and it's super, super small quantities. And then everything else is an Italian restaurant, a pizza place, an Italian restaurant, and they really like Italian. There must be a lot of Italians that moved here because that's all there is. So, we can never find food to eat when we're in St. Pete, just ever. So, Ford's Garage?
That's fine. I don't care.
All right. I'll make sure I don't get the same thing that I got the last time because it was horrible. But I hate to be that commercialized person. Usually we aren't. We usually try to find the small, local, independent restaurant. But here, they're just weird because they're like, they can't figure out who their demographic is because it's kind of touristy, but not touristy like Orlando. And that's our other problem. is that we're from Orlando, so we're used to like all of these choices because we have everything in Orlando, because we have such a melting pot of people that live there and transients that there's so much to choose from. And then we come to places like this and we're like you're trying to be cute, cuisine-ish, fusion-ish, but you didn't quite get it right, like, because we've seen it done right in Orlando. So it's just weird, like how when you're from Orlando and you have all the options and then you go someplace else and I don't know. It's weird. That's why we just end up at places we know, because everything else is a gamble. All right. That kid is hungry. Yes, hard to find. I think I've seen hard to find food in Sturgis. Yes. And look, they all want to do this. Like that's their sign. That's their signage for the restaurant. I don't know what that means. Like it doesn't even have words. Sushi or something.
Sushi.
Yeah, there's a lot of sushi and
Pizzas, a lot of pizza places.
yeah, tons of pizza places. Hey, look, it's the color I wanted. Oh well, is it? We're walking. We are walking. There's Audi R8 looking fly. Yeah. Yeah, ahead of me. Oh Lord. Street tacos. There's no I have not seen a taco place here. Like literally must not be the demographic for tacos. Like any place else in the world. No, there's no barbecue, there's no tacos. I don't understand who comes here that they have the restaurants that they have. The Lemongrass Sushi Thai Tapas. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Hold on. Okay. I hate sushi. I do not like the seaweed wrap thingy. So I have to get it with rice paper, and I feel like a complete tool when I ask them for that. They're like, "Oh, you're the white girl that won't eat sushi." And I don't like tuna either. And then the Thai part of it, I have to have a friend with me that can explain to me, because I only order by pictures. If there's not a picture on the menu, I don't order it. And the same, like it's Starbucks. I'm the same. If they don't have the picture on the menu when I drive up to it, I don't know what I want. I have to have a picture. I'm a very picture-oriented person. So I get to those restaurants, I don't even know what to order. I need someone to come with me to guide me through the experience. I'm so not a foodie.
Grumpy Gringos is the best tacos here.
Here?
I don't know where Grumpy Gringos is.
Well, we're gonna have to find Grumpy Gringos, because that sounds like us. We are Grumpy Gringos. Hey, I know all of y'all have had so much fun listening. That's because you are not in Tennessee with lots of barbecue and tacos. Yes, you are correct. We're in
We're
retirement
nice and
Florida, but we are.
In t-shirts
Yeah.
and
we're
still sweating.
still sweating, yeah, for sure. Oh, you dropped your stuff. All right, guys, it's getting loud. It's right there. And I am exhausted, and we need Thumper get bent down to get what he dropped. Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Oh, they give us an address.
2-3.
Oh, it's Will's with us. Hey, how are you? All right, we're headed there. Thanks for watching, guys. Listening to me blabber, and look at boats, and look at palm trees on top of buildings, and yeah, I'm out of breath, and we need some food.
Yep. Costa Taqueria is on Central.
Oh,
2663 Central.
awesome. Thank you for that. Take care, you two. Hope to see you guys at Daytona. Yes, you will see Thumper at least. I'm probably going to pick up a couple of trade shows at the convention center, hopefully. So I will, I'll be back and forth. But But love you guys. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow we will be going live from the RV show. And we're going to see what kind of stuff they have there.
What we can get into.
Yeah, what we can do. Okay, bye guys. See ya. I can never turn this off.